everybody, my name's Jonathan and welcome to Bearly Unboxed. So today we are going to a Five Below. I don't know if you can see it, but I am very excited because we have not had the Five Below stores in my area before, and they've opened up, I think, 3 of them just recently, and I believe there's a 4th one opening up that will be even closer to where I live. And that one I'm really excited for because this one took a little bit of effort to drive to, but let's go in and see what they have. I've been to a Five Below once before in Ohio when I was visiting, because that's where I'm originally from. But yeah, so I'm very excited. So let's go in. So as I walked in, I was like so surprised how loud the music was. So I decided to go ahead and just do a voiceover for this. My first impressions though is the store is really, really cool. I love these wheelbarrows that they're using to display products, and they have so many cool things right off the bat when I walked in. And they started getting in their Valentine's stuff. And I thought these plush that are over here of Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, they're for Valentine's. I thought they were really cute. And I like that she looks like a rag doll. I think that's so cool. And then they had a bunch of clearance Christmas stuff, a lot of figurines. These are all little figurines that sort of kind of look like candy. I thought they were candy at first, but they weren't. They were little vinyl, like plastic figurines. But yeah, look how big this store is. They have, it's sort of like a Dollar Tree, but like maybe a little better, like a little more higher end. And they had this whole Wicked section. You know what's funny is I feel like they made so much stuff for the Wicked movie, and I don't think people really cared. It just seems like there's still so much Wicked stuff everywhere I go, and a lot of it is on clearance. They even made a Wicked Swiffer, which I thought was really weird. But anyway, but yeah, they have this whole pet section. I didn't really look at it too much. I will admit I was a little overwhelmed by everything, and some of the prices actually, that mirror went up to $35. So it's definitely not $5 and below, which it used to be, I think, but inflation has really messed that up. They have all these pillows though, and I was really tempted to pick up a strawberry shortcake pillow because I thought they were really cute, and they have Pokemon. But yeah, I definitely will have to check this store out every once in a while. They have Legos, which definitely are not $5 and below. And so many like little fun like toys for kids, like Play-Doh. And these little, I was interested in this because I saw it was a seahorse. I always look at seahorse stuff, and that's Chad Marvelous's fault. I was tempted to pick up these watercolor markers, and I might pick them up the next time I go in if they still have them, just to see how well they work, because I do love painting in watercolors, and I think the markers could add some really cool detail to the paintings. They have these little puzzles, and they're called Block Tech is the company, and I was just like taking a look at everything they have. They have a lot of board games and posters. When I was younger, I used to love looking at posters and buying posters, and I noticed Dollar Tree also now carries posters, and they have some really cool posters, but I don't know what I would do with a poster. Now, I still have posters from when I was a lot younger, like stored away, and I always thought someday I might get them out and see if I want to frame any of them. But they had these really cute strawberry shortcake ones. There is a lot of strawberry shortcake stuff in this store, and it was all standing out to me wherever I went. So, but yeah, I love posters. And of course, K-pop Demon Hunters, which I still haven't seen. I know. I should really watch it. I just haven't yet. So they have these dolls that I know are only from Five Below, as far as I know, called Glam Squad, and they have like licensed with, like, that was a SpongeBob SquarePants Glam Squad doll. So very, very bizarre to me. They're not the best looking dolls. They're kind of cheap looking, but they even have Hot Wheels and Matchbox and lots of plush. They had plush everywhere. Now here is where I was like, yes, this is what I've been looking for. So they had Littlest Pet Shop here, and I've never really seen these before. And they had a ton of the little sloth, but they only had a few of the squirrel one. And I was like, I need the squirrel. I don't have a squirrel. I have a sloth. And they even carry the Briar horses. I think these are a little cheaper versions of them. And these Pet Nooks I've seen before when I went to Five Below in Ohio. And I did end up picking up, I think, a couple of them back then. That's been a while. It's been over a year. It's a year and a half, maybe. But yeah. And of course they have a Bluey section, because everyone loves Bluey right now. Now this is the other area that I thought was really cool. They have a lot of blind box toys, and these are definitely a Labubu knockoff. But they had the Series 5 Littlest Pets. Now these are $5, and I thought that was a little pricey, and it's because at Target and I think at Walmart they're only $4, so they're $1 more there. Which is kind of interesting, because it can be Five Below, but it's not. But yeah, these are little Pet Nooks. I found more of them, and you can see this one right here that I'm pointing at, the axolotl. I definitely bought that one, and I have that in my collection. So yeah, there's just so much to look at. They had some Valentine's toys that are starting to show up, and I really need to pick up more to do a Valentine's surprise toy video. So let me know if you want to see a Valentine's themed surprise toy video. This other section I found has all kinds of really cool, like retro, vintage kind of 80s looking toys, and I almost picked up those Care Bears. And I just bought this Transformer recently from Fred Meyer, and I think it was actually $5 there too, if I remember right. So much to look at, and they even had snow globes of strawberry shortcake. That's what I mean. There's so much strawberry shortcake stuff. I thought that was really, really cool. And they even have Teletubbies, and I will admit that's kind of cute. And Pokemon, I love that. They have all these little Pokemon figures that are $5. I think this whole section, everything was $5, which is kind of neat, because like when I was a kid, $5 was my weekly allowance for doing chores and helping out around the house, and this would have been the perfect section for me to go as a kid. And they even have these. I found these at Walmart, and Walmart clearanced them out, at least at my Walmart, really fast. But they still have them here, and they have Barbies, and they even have SpongeBob and Winnie the Pooh. I love it. So yeah, so much to look at. And again, with the strawberry shortcake, this was really cool because it shows like the extended characters that I always forget about. And I was very tempted to pick this up, but it's basically just a coloring book. And then it has like some colored pencils that came with it. Their sticker section was really like shopped over, but they had these really cool Sonic stickers, which in retrospect I wish I would have picked them up. And I thought these were actually neat, but I couldn't put those in my sticker book because they're too thick. So I was like, I'll pass. And then I saw these and was really excited until I started flipping through it and realized that every single one in here is Strawberry Shortcake herself, and there's none of the other characters, so I passed on that. But again, they have so much Strawberry Shortcake. This was really cute. The Totally Tinies set. I've never seen one with Strawberry Shortcake. So, yeah. You'll have to let me know down below if there's anything I passed up that you would have picked up. But yes, this sign, I saw this and immediately thought, I need this. This speaks to me for my channel, Bearly Unboxed. It makes so much sense to have a little bear sign like that. But yeah, they had clothing. I wasn't expecting them to have like t-shirts, and they were kind of a mess, I will say. This section was a mess, but they had some really neat t-shirts. I'll have to when I go back, I'll have to look at them a little more in detail, see if there's anything I actually want or if it even fits me. So now they had every flavor of Haribo I think you could get. They had so much candy here. They had peach Sour Patch Kids, which is really cool. I love the Sour Patch where you get all the one flavor because I love that. The grape ones, I've never seen peach though. Those were new. These Cowtails, they're so nostalgic to me. They had a lot of candy that I either haven't seen in a while or haven't seen ever. Like, they had so much stuff. Oh, shout out to Enzo at the junk drawer. I know he likes to drink Liquid Death. I have yet to try one. I don't drink energy drinks though, so. And they even had Zagnut. All right, well, that was a really fun trip. I'm definitely excited that we have Five Below in the area, and I picked up a few things. We'll take a look at what I got when I get back home. I just remembered there's also a Burlington store here, which is right back there. And I have not been to a Burlington store in quite a long time. It's probably been like a couple years. So I'm definitely going to go in and check out what they have. I've heard they do have Monster High dolls. But anyway, yeah, let's go in and see what they have. So the music in the Burlington store was also pretty loud, and so I'm doing voiceover here as well. Kind of bummed because I really like being able to talk about everything as I'm seeing it, which I actually did. But going back and watching it later, I was like, oh, this is not going to work. The music is just too loud. These little like cookie jars, I think they're supposed to be, or candy jars or whatever, those are really cute. They would work so well in a display for Strawberry Shortcake. Again, so much Strawberry Shortcake stuff going on in this video, which is fine. And speaking of, here is another one that would look so cute as Strawberry Shortcake's house. Like if you had a little doll of her or a figure, you could definitely put that next to her. And they had some blankets, Care Bears, and of course Strawberry Shortcake again. I really do love the 80s toys so much. I love watching videos from people where they show like old retro toys, and you know who does that a lot is Chad Marvelous, and he was always showing off his My Little Ponies and stuff, and I love that. It's so nostalgic to see all those old toys. Now here is their toy section, and it was really, really picked over, but they did have some of these Love dolls, which the only other store I've ever seen those was Walmart, and they didn't sell very well. I don't know what happened with that line, because they're really kind of nice looking. So this dinosaur caught my eye because I love Triceratops and other similar dinosaurs, but its package is so ripped apart. but it was like $7 and I was so tempted to buy it. Yeah, but I didn't. I passed it up. I was also kind of like just trying to see what all they had. They honestly don't have a lot, but they had things I've never heard of before. They did have this Zip Storm, which I was very tempted to pick up, but it's super dirty. I don't know, it looks like it's been there a long time, and I was like, $13 does not seem like that great of a deal for that, so I passed it up. I might be able to find that cheaper, honestly, at Value Village at some point. Here's another Labubu knockoff thing, and I think it's absolutely adorable. I love Labubus, and the knockoff stuff especially was very cute. But yeah, their toy section was kind of disappointing. I hadn't been to a Burlington in a long time, but I did find this really cool sensory cube, Rubik's Cube. My partner will love this, and I immediately messaged him and showed him a picture, and he's like, yeah, I'll take it. So they had this Disney princess doll, and I love the little Raja. It's so cute. But yeah, I was just kind of like disappointed that they didn't have more. And here's this Wild Mains. I had this one. I still have it. It's up on my eBay though. Nobody seems to want it. And here's another Rubik's Cube, and this one's crazy because you can solve it as a square or you can solve it with the colors all together. And I ended up getting that one also for my partner. And he absolutely loves the other one, but he still is working on that one. They had one Made to Move, and they had one Monster High toy. And I'm like, you know what? I've never seen this version of the potions. They totally look like Dia de los Muertos themed. Like they have little like skull noses, very candy sugar skull looking. And for $5, I'm like, yeah. That was a fun trip, even though they didn't have a lot of toys. I actually picked up 2 Rubik's Cubes for my partner because he's had a regular, like just standard Rubik's Cube for a while, and he decided he was going to learn how to solve it, and he's getting really good at it. So these new ones will add a bit of a challenge, so I think that'll be really cool. Also got that Monster High potion. I'm really excited for that. It's really bizarre looking. I don't remember them looking like that, and if I'm wrong, please leave a comment, but I swear they look like sort of like Dia de los Muertos themed. And I really hope I get Venus or Laguna in those. So far, I have yet to get any of the characters that I want from those, so I haven't really bought that many, but I figured $5 is nothing, so it'll be fun. I do have one last stop today. I'm going to Walmart, and I haven't been to this Walmart for a few months actually. I think the last time I was there was back in the summertime actually, so it's just kind of out of the way from the normal Walmart that I go to, but I do like this Walmart, and they usually have a really nice toy section, so I'm definitely gonna take some video of that for you guys. So let's head on over there. Alright, so I made it to Walmart, and I am looking at the clearance. They have these here. Battle Cat. It's cute. They have some Barbies. Oh, this one has a cast. It's kind of neat. Oh, and it's the autistic one. Oh, she has... Wait. Why does she have articulated elbows? That's so bizarre. Huh. And she comes with a fidget spinner. It's kind of neat. These Ninjombies, I don't think those did very well. No one bought them apparently. So nothing good here. Alright, what do we got over here? Oh, they have the Excalibur Phoenix, and I really want this, but it's kind of pricey. She looks so good though. This was probably my all-time favorite comic book to ever exist. I'm gonna hold on to that because I might actually get that. Oh, it's a Night Sister. That's cool. Huh. Oh, that's a really nice Blastoise. That's really cute. Blastoise is awesome. Let's see. Oh, they have a Barbie monster truck. It's kind of cool. Oh, and they have Barbies in the end cap. There's the 4 new ones. I wonder what the like rare one looks like. What the heck are these? Oh no. Okay, those are creepy. No thank you. Wow, they have a lot of accessory packs now for Barbie. Look at this one. It's like a birthday party. That's really cool. I haven't seen a lot of these before. And there's a garden. So neat. They have plush Barbies. That's really new. I wonder if this is their new thing for kids, because the other ones that they came out with, those like larger Barbies, I can't remember what they were called now. Those didn't go over very well. Oh wow, they have Scary Sweet Birthday Claudine. Oh my god, she's so cute. I might eventually get that if it goes on clearance. Yeah. And there's the Buried Secrets. Oh, and they have the pets. Pet keychains that I showed on my channel. Alright, let's see what they have for Rainbow High. They don't have really anything new. Rainbow High is just kind of... They have new dolls, but no one's getting them. Which I find really weird. Okay. They have the strawberry shortcake. Okay. So, I feel like I should get one, but... I really just want Huckleberry Pie. Do you think this one is Huckleberry Pie? Or is it this one? I'm gonna grab this one. And they have some of the new Littlest Pet Shops. Oh, these are really cute. Wow, look at that one. These are really cute. They come with outfits. Alright, we're gonna get the one with the purple paw. I think. I don't know. Which one do you think is the purple paw? I guess we'll find out. I am back home from my little shopping trip, and I started this video out a little different than usual. Usually I start out here and then we go do the shopping and then end up back here, but I started out in my car today, and I thought it would be fun for a change. It's the new year, so try new things. But I have everything that I bought over here. So the trip was fun. I'm so glad to have Five Below here now. They're sort of like a Dollar Tree, except for originally everything was $5 and less, which really opens up a lot more items that they could carry. But because of all the inflation and all that stuff going on, they do have things that are more expensive, like that mirror that was like $35 or $34 or something like that. And then they had like $7 things, but they still have a lot of things that are $5 and less. And everything I got was $5 or less. So the first thing I found at Five Below is they actually have these new Series 5 Littlest Pet Shops, and these are exactly $5. Now these, I think, are cheaper than that at Walmart. I think they're less than $5. Last I checked, unless the Series 5 price has gone up. I'm not sure. But Series 5, I'm really excited for. The coloring on the pets in the series is really interesting. It's very like pastel and like very light colors, and I think that is really cool. And I love this turtle. We have another sea turtle, and it's in my favorite colors, so I really hope we get that one. There's just some really cute things. There's a little mouse. There's an alligator. Yeah, I'm really, really excited for this series. I am going to open this today, I think, because I only have one right now. I was very tempted to buy that whole case of untouched ones, because if I did that, then I knew I would get the whole set. I never did that with Series 4, and I'm still trying to get them all, and it's just, I think at this point, I'm probably not going to be able to get all of them, which is fine. I already have a lot of previous series pets in my collection, so it's not a great big deal. But they also, at Five Below, they have these, and I've never seen these before. They're called Sweet Life, and I got this squirrel, and it comes with these heart-shaped cookies, which we've seen many times, but it also comes with this little necklace that says LPS, so that's really cute, and a little chair. And there was the 4 different ones, but the only other one I could find was this sloth. I didn't see these 2, if I remember right. So they all come with accessories, and the accessories are unpainted. If you look at the artwork on here, there's no painted detail on any of them. So that's kind of interesting. Usually there's a little bit of painted detail, but not this time. So I think we'll probably open both of these today. I am going to wait till the end to open everything. What was the other thing? I found this amazing sign. It's so appropriate for my channel. Bearly Unboxed. So welcome to my den. It does have the bear on it. It's really cute. I'm probably going to hang this over here on this wall, so you'll be able to see it in the background for every video. I think that'll be really cool. So I'll have to hang that up later. when I'm done with the video. I really like this artwork. It's really very unique looking. It has like speckles to it, and the claws are really neat, and the face is really neat. It kind of looks like one of those carvings that like you carve, like you can do it in wood, or they sell like these rubber blocks or whatever, and you carve out something and then you use it as like a stamp. And you can also use it as like a print for like a t-shirt, like that kind of stuff. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. So I had to pick that up. I don't really have a way to stand that up on my desk, so I'm just gonna put it back over here. And it is metal. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is metal, which is really cool. For $5 even. They had other signs, but as you saw in the video, they were kind of goofy or whatever. But yeah, I had so much fun. They had a lot of candy and a lot of snacks. The music was so loud in there, though. That's why I had to cut the sound out of the video. I probably already mentioned that, but anyway, then I found that there was that in the same plaza, just like right around the corner from where the Five Below is, was a Burlington, and so I had to go in there. I haven't been in a Burlington forever. Apparently that Five Below just opened up November of last year, so right before Christmas it opened up. So it is a really new store. It was really nice. It was nice going into a new store like that. Now I think I heard that they were opening up more here, and they did open up a total of like 7 locations in Washington, but none of them are really close to me. That was probably the closest one in, I think it was Linwood, where I went. But there's supposed to be one a lot closer, hopefully, that they're opening up in an old Party City building. So anyway, Burlington, I picked up those Rubik's Cubes that I found. I gave them to my partner. He loves them. He's already been playing with them, especially the sensory one, because it's actually easier for him to twist everything on it than the other one that he already had. So that's like his new go-to one. But this was the only one of these I found. It's the Monster High Potions. And like I was saying, I feel like I haven't seen this series before, or if I did, I just don't remember. But they all have like makeup on their faces to kind of make them look like sugar skulls or something, like especially Draculaura. It's just really interesting, and I really hope we get Venus or Laguna or Claude. Would be actually really cool. I'd love to get Claude. He's so cute. And I love this purple-pink combination with the green accent. But that's only on the cardboard. But still, I love that color combination altogether. That was all I picked up at Burlington. There wasn't much there. That place was picked clean. I think Christmas, people must have shopped there and just shopped it until it was just almost empty. A lot of the toys they still had were either like kind of older, or like that dinosaur that I really thought about picking up. Its package was all ripped up. But yeah, I felt like for $7 it still would have been a good deal. But anyway, then we went to Walmart, and that Walmart, I love that Walmart. It's one of my favorites that we have in my area. But they had one of the new Marvel Legends figures, and these all come with like a comic book accessory, and it's like a little mini comic of like where the character appeared, which is right here. And this is Phoenix. She is a really interesting character. She's still around in the comics. She is from the future, from an alternate parallel reality, and she's the daughter of Jean Grey and Cyclops. So she has similar powers to her mother. She's a powerful psychic, and she adopted the name Phoenix. And she actually had like the Phoenix like fire powers. I think they were like part of her abilities, and I always thought that was really cool. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to open her today. I'm going to probably hold on to her for another Marvel Legends themed video. Even though people don't tend to watch my Marvel Legends videos, I still enjoy doing them. And maybe eventually people will start watching them. But yeah, I collect everything, so it's like, you know, my collection is very eclectic. Now, I have seen this other figure, this Feral, and she is from X-Force, and I really, really want to get her. But they didn't have her. These are basically a $30 figure. That's a lot of money. So I haven't been buying a lot of Marvel Legends figures anymore, as I do like LPS or Monster High. But yeah, so really, really cool character to have in my collection. I can't wait to add her to it. But we also picked up one of these LOL Strawberry Shortcake dolls. And I am going to open this today as well because I'm really, really curious to see if I got Huckleberry Pie. That's the one I want. It does show all the ones that you can get in here. And we already got Lime Chiffon, the green one, and I already got orange, what is it? Orange, I can't remember her name now. Is it Orange Marmalade? No. It's not Orange Marmalade, is it? Why can't I remember her name? The checklist inside will definitely have her name. But these are little LOL dolls that are crossed over with Strawberry Shortcake. I think they're so cute. And they all have a scent to them, too, which is really cool. And then the last thing I picked up was another Series 5 LPS. So this is Littlest Pet Shop Series 5. And these are both the same series. And you can see the packagings are very similar. They have like this like kind of pink and blue handbag look to them. But this one has a lot of really interesting pets in it. And I really want that bunny. And I really think this little, I think it's like a woodchuck or a beaver. I think that's so cute. There's a lot of creatures in here I don't already have. There's like the little woodchuck or whatever he is. There's an ant, this bunny, and I do have some birds, but this is the same bird. I think I have a woodpecker, and this one is very different looking the way they painted it. So I'm really excited for that. So I don't know if I'm opening this today. I might hold on to this for a bigger LPS video. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so I just need to get some water for this. This is a water toy, so I'm going to grab some water for that and some paper towels so I can open that. And then we will get to unboxing a few of these toys. I got water, I got paper towels. I'm going to put those to the side. I got all the toys put off to the side. So I think we'll just open these kind of in the order that I found them. This is my first time opening a Series 5 LPS. Now I am going to do a future video with these, and I will open more of these. Not a whole case probably. So I might pick up a whole case of these if I can afford it. Depending on where I get them, they might be more affordable. I think Walmart has these for cheaper. So, but yeah, I'm really excited to see these Series 5. I should probably show you the code and then also the barcode. So here's the code. There are no longer KX or ES, I think is what they were on it. And like ES were usually found at Target and KX were usually found at Walmart. But this is from Five Below. So it could be it's missing the code because it's from a different store. I have no idea. I'm not sure. Okay, so here's the trading card. We're not going to look at that because that will give away who we got. And they always come wrapped in paper. I love that about these toys because all the packaging is recyclable. And even if you don't collect the trading card, it's paper, so you can recycle that as well. Okay, so who did we get? We got the horse. The little pony. You know, I would love it if they made unicorn LPS. Just say it. That would be really cool. But we got this cute little horse. Now, I will say this series has very pastel light colors, but this one kind of reminds me of ice cream. It's just, I don't know if that's what they were intending, but oh wow, it's painted really well. Its eyes are really, really pretty. It has like the starbursts for its symbol, I think. And it has that. Is it a water drop, actually? I don't know. Let's find out. So here is the trading card. Okay, so the starburst is its symbol, which means happiest. And it's a level 2, and it's a core pet. And looks like it's in a fancy banquet hall. So this is number 459, and these are G7 Littlest Pet Shops. So there's the card if you want to go to the website to check these out. So I'm excited to look at this checklist. Series 4's checklist was really weird, and I have a feeling this one looks like it's also going to be really weird. It didn't list all the pets. It only listed some of the pets. And I don't know why they're doing that now, because now it's like even harder to figure out how or where to get all the pets from. But this one has sassiest, friendliest, chilliest, fanciest. There's the turtle I really want. And is that a frog or a chameleon? I think it's a frog. That's like a new mold for G7, or at least a new old mold, because G7 basically uses older LPS molds to create these new ones. And these are made by Basic Fun, but they're also Hasbro. They are basically licensed by Hasbro. So there's the rest of the checklist. So I grabbed a marker so I could mark off my new pets. So, well, pet. I only opened one so far. And I don't know if I'm going to open this other one. Actually, should I wait? Because I do have another one of these with a different colored paw that I picked up before I saw this one. It has an orange paw. And I have some other Littlest Pet Shop toys, so I think we are going to save that for a more dedicated video. So we'll just have the one Littlest Pet Shop today, which is fine. So there's that one. Now, we do have this other Littlest Pet Shop, though. So I think I'm going to go ahead and open this now because we already know which one it is. It's not a surprise. Here's the barcode for this one. And it does have a code on it, but that doesn't really matter because these are, I think, the only place I've ever seen these was Five Below. And I don't know if maybe they are a exclusive to there or to like discount stores, or I don't know. I'm not really sure. I've never seen them anywhere else. So, which I think is interesting. And they do seem like they're a little more budgety because they have unpainted accessories. And here's the inside of the box. It looks like a little candy store, which is really cool. Love candy stores. And where I got this was basically a candy store. That Five Below has so much snacks and candy, it's kind of ridiculous. But this is the Series 4 checklist, and you can see it's very similar to that Series 5. And I don't think the squirrel... Yeah, the squirrel is not even on this list. So that's what I'm talking about. It's really weird. And so like they have numbers for each pet. And this one, I don't think it said the number anywhere on it. It'll say it on the card. So let's get this out of here. This is a really cute little chair though. Okay. I got it all out, and the card does have its number. It is number 317, and it's a Hungriest Level 2 Exotic. And I think exotic means sort of like rare. So maybe that's what they're going for with this one, and that's why it's like not in the checklist. But here's what it looks like. It has the little water droplets in its eyes. And it has a big bushy tail, and it has cute little paws. And then here's its cool little chair, which looks like a panda bear. And the mascot for LPS this generation in G7 is a panda bear. This is a really cool little chair, and the squirrel just kind of sits right in it like that. Very cute. And then it comes with just some pink cookies, like little biscuits, little heart-shaped biscuits. And it does have this necklace, which, here, let me show you before I put it around the neck. It says LPS, and it's blue. And I believe this you can put this on any LPS that has a neck. Although I will say it kind of looks weird on this one. So yeah, it doesn't really like sit up on its neck like it should, like up here. Oh, there we go. So, okay. You just kind of have to push it up there. That is pretty cute. It's got its bling on. All right. So the next thing we'll open is this Monster High toy. And it does have a barcode, and you can see I picked it up for $4.99, and these are usually like around $10. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. And I hope we get one that I really like. Because so far with these... Oh, it does have... It has green liquid. Like when you add the water to this to create the potion, it's going to be a green potion. That's pretty cool. First thing we do is take the top off. So it does have a green bottle, it looks like. Oh, I can see who's inside here, and I hate that. I shouldn't have looked in there. I don't think it's one that I wanted. I think it's actually... Yeah, it's... Well, we'll see. I won't ruin the surprise for you. So you just fill this up with water, and they don't tell you how much water. They just say fill it up. It doesn't even say to fill it. It just shows filling it up. And then the other thing you do is you open up this little skull on the top, and it has a little package inside. And this is a clue as to who you get. When you open it up, well, it's being very particular. Okay. You get these little charms inside. You get 3 little charms. There's a scarab. So if you know Monster High, you kind of know who this probably is. And then there's a mummy-wrapped heart, Monster Heart. And the last one is, I think, a little gemstone. It's really hard to show those because they're so tiny. So you got the water in there, and then you do this, and then you shake it 13 times. That didn't seem to work. I don't think I put enough water in. Okay. And you can see we got Cleo. So, not one that I wanted, but she's still really cute. So, we'll get... I'm okay with that because she's cute. So, the next thing you do is you pour out the liquid before you open it up. Oh, it's a lovely green color. Look at that. I love it. It's very, very, very vivid. Wow. And then the little charms are supposed to be in here. I don't know why they do that. Why they make you put the charms in and then you get them back out. But this liquid, I only got one charm. So the other ones are probably stuck in here. I'll have to find them when I open it. But there's what she looks like. It's kind of cool. I might just leave her in the bottle after I dry everything off and display her that way. I might put her up on my eBay at some point. Now you just take this off. And it has a really good rubber seal to it. Oh geez, this is a mess. I think I needed more paper towels than I got. But you'll definitely rinse these out because yeah, it's full of this green stuff. Wow, this is a mess. These type of toys can be fun for kids, definitely. For me, they sort of give me a little bit of anxiety sometimes because they're so messy. Now, I will say the green on this has glitter in it, and you can see the glitter maybe on my fingers. I don't know. I can see it here in person. You can kind of see it on this. Yeah. So, very cool. Now, let's get her out of here. She is just covered in green goo. Oh, and here's one of her charms that we lost, and the other one is in her hair. So that doesn't really work how they intend it to. Now let me get her all cleaned up. We can put the lid back on the bottle. We can also close the bottle back up, and I love how the latches have the little skelet and one up here, and then it has these little holes here. And that is to put the little charms in. They plug right in to these little holes like that, which is really cool. And then you do get a little doll stand for this because it technically is a tiny little doll. And here is Cleo. And she definitely has like some drippy makeup on, and her hair even looks like it's dripping. Like it's goo or like liquid or like potions. And their heads are posable. A little bit, but she has a lot of hair. And then there's also this little peg here. And that's so you can take one of the little charms off of this and you can peg that into her outfit. And I decided to give her the little scarab beetle. So I think she looks really cute. I don't know if I will keep her. But yeah, and then you can also, once you clean this all up, which you definitely want to rinse this out before you put it away. Mine is such a mess. You can put the doll back inside and you can display it like so, which I think is really cute. Like if you had a whole collection of these just side by side and they have different colored bottles and things, I think that would actually look really cool. All right. So that was the fun little messy toy for today. Now this one we're going to save for another video. And then the last thing we'll be unboxing is the Strawberry Shortcake LOL doll. So let's go ahead and get this open. I am really, really hoping And I know I've said that multiple times, but I'm really hoping we get Huckleberry Pie. Or Strawberry Shortcake. Apparently she is a rare one in this series, which I think is weird to make the main character a rare one to get. I feel like they should all be equal. But, you know, okay, this pull tab is not working. Okay, pull tab on that was super annoying. Alright, so here is what we have. I've opened 2 of these on my channel before, and I love how it does say LOL Surprise, Hearts, Strawberry Shortcake. I love these cases because they're not like the typical LOL cases. They open like this. Oh. And then the doll is in here, and then you have this little like molded on scene in this little flap, and then you flip this around. Oh no, I can already see the one we got, and it's a duplicate. Oh no. We got, well, let me show you the sticker. We got Orange Blossom. That was her name. That was the one I couldn't think of. Yeah, and that's one I already have. That's such a bummer. You know what? I think I'm actually not going to open that up because I can resell it. But Orange Blossom is a rare one, so the fact that I have 2 of her. So, see, she has the little star, and over here, if you look, it says rare. Ultra rare is Strawberry Shortcake. Blueberry Muffin is also rare. And then the rest of them are popular. Which I think is weird because there's no fancy ones. Even though they have this fancy listed, none of them have that symbol. So that's a bummer. I'm so bummed. Well, hopefully someone out there will want this. So if you're looking for Orange Blossom, I will go ahead and put it on my eBay. So let me see if I can get this all back in here without it being too big of a deal. So if you want to see me unbox Orange Blossom, see what she actually looks like, I will put a link to the video that she's in, and I'll also put a link to the video for the other doll that I got, Lime Chiffon. So for some reason, once you open these, they are really hard to get to close back up. So, all right. So I will put a photo here of what Orange Blossom looks like in case you don't want to go see that video. So real quick, I went ahead and hung up the welcome to my den sign, and so it's going to be right there, which I think is kind of cool. You can't really read it from this angle, but it's still cool that it's there. I'll put a little snippet of me showing it, you know, so you can see it a little better. But yeah, I think it looks really cool there. I can see it right when I walk in my room, at least, so that's cool. But anyway, I realized when I opened up this horse that I totally forgot to show its accessory. It was still wrapped in the tissue paper, and it's a little necklace with a flower on it, and it has like silver paint. It's really pretty. I've never seen this type of accessory before for a Littlest Pet Shop, and it just goes around its neck like that. That is really cute. So, and you can obviously put that on other pets as well. Now, I went ahead and decided that I am going to go ahead and open up this Series 5 pack because I'm too curious. I want to know what the purple paw is on this. And I believe I already showed the barcode, but if I didn't, there it is again, and there's a code on it as well. The codes on these don't matter so much because they have the colored paws on them. And there's a purple one, an orange one, a green one, and a pink one. And there's 4. So whatever the purple one is in this, if you want to go buy the purple one yourself, it'll be the same pets that are in this pack. The paw represents who's inside. Okay, so there's the trading card. I'm going to put that off to the side. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Here is the first pet. And I can already tell you who it is. You could probably tell. It is the yellow and orange iguana. Now, this is an interesting pet because they already released one that's exactly the same colors in a previous series. But you can see the eye shines in the new one are stars, and then the old one, they're just dots. And other than that, it's almost exactly the same, except for this one has a little, like a lightning bolt or something on it, and this one doesn't. So, kind of interesting. I wonder why they decided to basically re-release the same pet. I don't know. I do really like this pet. I love the iguana sculpt. So I'm really happy. I'm happy that we got the iguana. Okay. And the other one I'm even more excited about is the bumblebee. I think it's a bumblebee. It's definitely some sort of insect. So it's really cool. I do not have one of these in my collection. And it has little flowers in its eyes and little vines on its head. That is really, really cute. It has a good bobble, too. And then there are accessories for them. And I feel like they've kind of upped the game on the accessories this time. Look at this. This is kind of crazy. And I need the box again because... Okay. So you get a little black skirt and a little like purple skirt, and they're very like iridescent and shiny. And this goes around, well, actually the black one is supposed to go on the iguana, which is so silly looking. I love that though. And then it comes with this spiked collar, and the spiked collar has metallic painted details. Look at this. This is so ridiculous. I love it though. It's so ridiculous, but I love it. It can't really sit very well wearing its skirt though. Maybe there's a better way to... Maybe just put it around the neck. Then it kind of looks like a cape. But at least then it can sit. And then the purple one goes around the neck on the bumblebee. Which I didn't realize it was a bumblebee. I thought it was an ant. So I guess it goes like that. Okay, that one fits way better. That one looks really cool. Like that. And this little butt. It's so cute. I love these. Alright, and then the card we got was for the little bumblebee. It's very cute. It's number 413, and it's a rare one, a level 3, and a chilliest. And we get another checklist. It's the same as the one we already looked at earlier. It doesn't have all the pets in it, which is just so weird to me that they decided not to put all the pets in the checklist this time around. So I'm not sure why they did it that way, but that's how they did it. So, all right, so there's that. I thought we might as well go ahead and open that since we opened the other two and make this sort of a unofficial LPS video. And then the last thing, I wasn't gonna open this, and now I'm like, should I open it? Yeah, I don't know. I think I am definitely gonna wait for this for a more dedicated video, because I actually have some more of these ones that come with the comic book, and I kind of want to open them all at the same time. But we at least looked at all the littlest pet shop toys today. I had so much fun going shopping and then opening up the toys for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You'll have to let me know which littlest pet was your favorite, or maybe it was the Cleo, the little mini Cleo doll. I actually cleaned this up between the last part of the video and this one, and it looks so nice. And I kind of like the way she looks in there with the green plastic. So I'm probably actually going to keep her and put her in my collection. I actually think this little doll is really cute. It's one of the cuter ones that I've received from these. So yeah, please let me know in the comments what you thought of all the toys and the toy hunt. Again, I apologize that I had to do a voiceover for the shopping part, but it was so loud in both of those stores. The music was so loud. Well, if you like the video, please do give it a like, hype the video, share the video, and if you're looking for ways to help support my channel, there are links down below to my Etsy, my eBay, a direct link to my membership, and you can become a member. I have a couple different tiers to that, and one gives you early access to all my videos. So, well, I shouldn't say all my videos. I would say 99% of my videos. Sometimes I'll just put a video up right away for everyone if I'm like really excited about it. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care out there. Love you guys. Bye. A special shout out to all my members. Thank you guys so much. Also, thank you to all my subscribers, new and old. Without you, these videos would not be possible. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.